We're so excited to have Kafari here with us to start things off. So take it away.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. Really honored to be here at Freewill Fest for the very first time. And I want to thank you guys for coming out to the Rhythm Bones workshop and for being willing to try something new. The Rhythm Bones are curved pieces of wood, and I've actually never seen an instrument that had as much diversity of makeup and design. So you see rhythm bones of all different types of woods. Of course, the first bones were made of the ribs of a goat or a cow. They're considered to be one of the oldest instruments in the world, and many different cultures across the world have like a rhythm bones-like type of instrument. In the Roman Empire, they're very popular, and in parts of Mesopotamia you can find rhythm bones. But the rhythm bones actually came to America by way of Ireland. So I want to give you a little example of what they sound like before we give you guys a chance to learn some basic moves yourself. I've been playing the bones for 10 years this month, actually. I first encountered them at the Bonneville Music Festival in Tennessee. And I wonder if you all are familiar with the group called the Carolina Chocolate Drops? Yeah? I saw them for the first time there, and I always kind of believed in this myth that black people weren't a part of banjo music and Americana. I grew up in Cincinnati, and there, Cincinnati's a very, racialized city, like a lot of America, like all of America. And the narrative in my community was that black people didn't play, banjos or fiddles. This was like white music. So it wasn't until I saw the Carolina Chocolate Drops, these black artists playing this music and talking about the history of minstrelsy, that I felt like I had permission to be a part of it. So I literally ordered bones at that show and have just been playing along ever since. But my roots are actually in jazz and R&B, so as I kind of, practiced more and more to bluegrass and fell in love with it, I was like, what if I played bones on like other styles of music? So I wanted to give you a little preview of that. what I think is really cool about the bones is that you can literally play them over any style of music, and they're a really wonderful way to practice rhythm. I'm a self-taught bones player, and I just kind of picked them up, and I saw one video by the Carolina Chocolate Drops member Don Flemings, and he showed me a few techniques, and I'm going to show you guys today how to grip them and how to play a basic rhythm. And then from there, I just began playing to different things that I liked, and that's how I learned everything that I know. So what we're going to work on today, we're going to work our way up to how to play a triplet. And this is a very fundamental move in rhythm bones playing, and I want you to hear how that sounds and what that looks like. Here's the triplet here. And you might be like, how are you creating like 3 sounds with one movement? And we're gonna break down our work today into 3 sections. The first is the first motion. It's an outward turn of the wrist where we're gonna get a single click. Then we're gonna turn inside the other way, and we're gonna get a double click. And it's a pretty cool part of rhythm bones play. We're gonna get into how that happens. And when we combine these motions in succession with the outward single and the inside double, we're gonna get a triplet. Once you get your rhythm bones, notice that they have a thick side and a skinny side. And you want to orient the thick side to be going down like this. Skinny side will be on top. And when you make the V's face each other, when you make the curves face each other, you're going to get a V shape. So just hold up your V shape so that I know we're all on the right track. And you should be holding the thick sides together, and skinny sides are going to create that V there. So let me see your V, everybody. All right, very nice. Okay, so for your grip, take your dominant middle finger, the middle finger on your dominant hand, and send it through the top of that V there to the base of your knuckles. So all the way to the base of your knuckles. From here, and you want about like an inch of clearance there, like about an inch from the top. But everyone has a different sweet spot there. So now flip your hand around, let the bones fall flat on the palm of your hand. And from here, take your middle finger, and now this bone that's close to your thumb, that's your top bone. And we're gonna use our middle finger to pin down that top bone so that it's wedged into the palm of your hand. So automatically you can begin to create sound this way by having the one frozen bone near your thumb and the other bone that's loose. I hear people have some success creating sound, this is great. So all the time while you're playing, you're going to be in this configuration of one bone being frozen and the other one being loose. The funny thing about the rhythm bone is that the more that we let go of our control of the bottom bone, the more success we're going to have. You might want to control it and make it make sound, but really, by letting that bottom bone dangle freely is how you're going to be able to be successful. So let's begin to work on the first motion, which is called the forward single. The way that we create sound is all through wrist rotation. Not really through the hand at all, but all in the wrist. We're gonna turn our wrist and really flick that bottom bone up so that it hits the top bone, okay? So your bottom bone is gonna be doing all the movement, but your top bone is just gonna stay in place. And again, I wanna stress the importance of keeping your middle finger over that top bone and immobilizing it into the palm of your hand so that it's not moving at all. And then from there, it's all wrist motion. So we're gonna practice along to a song now, and I'm gonna come around, see how you guys are doing, see if you need any help. Amazing, guys. You sound great on the single whip. We're now going to work on the second rhythm of the day. We can call it the backward double. So whereas before we were turning to the outside, we're now going to turn to the inside, and we're going to get a double click out of that. It sounds like this. And you might ask, like, how are you creating two sounds but with one motion? Because it is just one motion. Well, the way that we do that is because our bottom bone is loose, when we turn into it, we get a double. We get a single, a one hit, and then we get a bounce. So, once again, going back over everything, we have our thick size on the bottom here. Little finger is holding down that top bone, bottom bone loose, and we're going to turn the other way this time into your body. And we're going to try to drive that frozen bone into the loose bone, and that's going to create our single hit that's going to be followed by the bounce. So you can try doing this way, okay? And if that's too much, we can do half that amount. Another thing that helps people is standing up. So if you'd like to stand up and stand out to get a different angle, that might be helpful too. There's space outside, of course. Good luck, everybody. We're gonna take everything that we've learned so far and combine it to be able to play the triplet. And to show you again what that sounds like, it looks like this right here. Almost like a whip-like motion. And you guys might have seen me do this move earlier. This is a roll, and it's just a continuous triplet. So we keep that going. But as you improve, you can do it faster. So, what I recommend to you guys as we learn triplet is, first we can begin working on our single to the outside and then our double to the inside. And when you're ready, you can do them all together, okay? The keys to making the triplet happen are the looseness of your bottom bone and the rotation of your wrist. So if you're struggling with the triplet, those are two things that you can always come back to. So you can begin by trying to do this. You might even just focus on the motion, not even on the sound, okay? Just focus on your wrist movement. You're not opening up that much. So when it's coming down, know that this is like a very abbreviated workshop, but if you want to continue practicing bones, like in between sets, I have a bunch with me. You can practice out here, and I would love to answer any questions you might have. If you guys want to join me, you can play along to this final song. And I just want to thank you. This is really fun, and I hope you guys have a great Freewill Fest.